สวัสดีครับผม Hello everyone. Welcome back to Tokyo Original and we are back for more Phoenix Wright game. And we continue with the chord sessions actually, so I had to get ready for my throats and let's get on to it. So yesterday I went to watch some movie with my family. Actually, that's why there's no a streaming yesterday. So that's why we are back now. So if you like what you see, don't forget to follow subscribe this channel so we can keep going. Please, thank you. So yeah, we are gonna do some more chord session in trial now. Let's do this. March 22nd, 9:47 a.m. District Court, lobby number 3. Okay. Okay, here we go. Last time, what happened last time again? So we did find out about what happened to La Andrea's kind of mentor, which is Celeste Pass, which is she is connected to the John Coranda to the murder case actually. I still cannot find the guitar. Where is it? And also Maya still kidnapped, by the way. So dude, Andrew did it. That's what it looks like. Dude, no way. That woman couldn't do anything like that. In court today, there will be a mountain of evidence that will implicate you. Dude, a mountain of evidence? I'm certain there is someone out there trying really hard to pin this whole thing on you. Please, dude, Mr. Lawyer. Dude, like I said yesterday, I'm refreshing like a spring breeze, alright? I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. Okay. Oh, what? My cats? What the hell happened? How did he? Oh no, my cat's here. Hold on. Give me a second. I'll be back. Hey! Hold on. Alright, sorry. I take care of my cat now. So, okay. Dude, I can't let any sort of scandal ruin that. I understand. Well, it's almost time. Oh, Mia, we must get complete a quote today. I know, but I can't focus on Maya's situation right now. Or Pearl either. No matter what, I had to focus on winning this case by the end of the day. Indeed. Well, let's get going. Beep, beep, beep. Oh, not again. Not the killer. It's him. Beep. This is Wright.
Good morning. This is it. It's the authority. The day of the trial.
Maya, she's unharmed, right?
Well, when I checked on her earlier this morning, she seemed a bit possibly something to say, tired. Don't worry, they will just die as easy. Besides, what you really should be concentrating on is winning today's trial. For my sake, as well as yours, you must win today's trial. Which is why I sent you a little present this morning.
Present? What in the world would you want to give me?
You'll figure it out once the trial starts. And even if you don't like my dear, I expect you to graciously accept it and win the day's contest, if you please.
Wait! Beep. The kidnapper sent me a present. Mr. Lloyd, dude? Who was that? No one. It has nothing to do with you. So, forget you heard anything. Dude, did you know just get longer? Oh my god, really? Okay, code rule number 3. 10A. Oh.
Voice night session for the trial of Matt and Grant. Are the prosecution and defense ready?
The defense is ready, Your Honor. Where is she? Where's Von Karma?
I say, Mr. Wright, what happened to Miss Von Karma?
I don't know, Your Honor. Why are you getting mad at me? Your Honor!
Please be quiet, Billy. Voice in session. If you must tell me something, please keep it brief. Now then, what is it?
Hospital worker has this morning is shot by unknown gunman.
What?
Shot? Somehow. I think this is the present that man was talking about. His present. Miss Von Karma is the one of the top prosecutor in the country at the moment. If she were to disappear, it would be to you advantage. This is totally insane. Miss Von Karma, is she alright?
I don't have the answers.
She's alive and in stable condition.
That's good. Phew. You?
I thought he'd show up. Your Honor, due to circumstances, Miss Francesca Von Karma cannot appear in court today. I, Miles Edgeworth, will be taking her place. The prosecution is blaming naturally. Well, I hope he helps me now. Miss Von Karma was shot in her right shoulder and is currently undergoing surgery. Luckily, I have looked this case over and am familiar with the details. The prosecution seeks to prove the guilt of Mr. Matt Ingram.
The court has acknowledged the prosecution.
Right? I finally found the answer I was struggling for on my long journey this past year. By the time this case comes to an end, you too will know the answer. Now then, the prosecution would like to call its first witness. Grace Spring Detective comes through to the witness stand. Witness, your name and occupation.
My name's Dick Gumshoe, sir. I just did down at the precinct. For now. For now. After this trial's over, I'm supposed to turn in my badge, sir.
Detective Gumshoe. The prosecution has no need for this press witness. Lift your head up and face forward like a proud officer. Detective Dick Gumshoe.
Yes, sir.
Now, let's have your testimony. If you want to explore the various factors of this case, we must start with that. Get ready, Phoenix. This is going to be one really tough fight. Yeah, he would have me to be with Ezra as my opponent. The answer he was struggled for. Interesting. Show me this answer you finally found, Ezra. Bare facts of the case.
This murder happened after the Heroes of Heroes Award ceremony, sir. The victim's John Coranda was found dead in his hotel room. After looking into the cause of death, we believe he was definitely murdered, sir. At first, we thought there was something suspicious about the empty guitar case. However, we later find out that the guitar case has nothing to do with the murder.
How? How is that not related?
After the award ceremony ends, the victim was alone in his room. Yes, sir. But the victims and the defendants went alone in their room, sir. I see. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Bare facts of the case. Bare facts, okay. Now let me say it first. This case happened after, okay. Holding. Would you please give us a brief timeline of what happened after the ceremony?
Okay, pal. The ceremony started at 6 p.m. It ends around 8 p.m. And then there was a short break. A special...
Sorry, my voice got cracked.
A special post-ceremony show was supposed to start in the lobby 30 minutes later.
And that's when the victim's body was found, right? Which is to say the murder occurred during the 30-minute break period.
Please continue with your testimony, detective.
The victim was found in his hotel room. Hold it. The person who discovered the victim's body was Andrea Andrew, correct?
Yeah. Who is this Andrew you're talking about? She's the defendant Ingrid's manager. She's a really pretty lady, sir. Ah, so she's a pretty lady. I wonder if she will grace us with her presence. When the post-ceremony show was about to start, she went to get Mr. Ingram. After visiting his room, she next went to the victim's room to get him for the show, sir. I see. And that's when she found the victim's body.
So looking into the, okay. Okay, how? The cause of death, wasn't that because Mr. Coranda was stabbed in the chest?
Only a careless amateur would believe something so brainless as that, pal.
Oh god, hiccups. So he liked tomato juice, okay.
Take a good hard look at the crime photo. Now, real pro attention to the draw here, to this banana. Banana?
No, not banana judge. God damn it. Okay, Judge, you an idiot. What the fuck?
Ah, his bandana, sir. That's the thing wrapped up tightly around his neck, sir.
Oh, he got choked to death now.
Ah, yes, I see. His banana cinch bandana.
No. Then what about the knife?
It's said to have been stuck to the victim's chest on purpose after his death. We have a crafty murderer on our hands here.
Struggle with the scalp, then stab with the knife. Okay. At first we thought, okay, what was so suspicious about it? And why did you think that?
Because it was empty, pal. The jamming ninja doesn't go anywhere without his bright red guitar. And we couldn't find it anywhere at the scene of the crime. Oh, then how about this theory? Our fan really wants the guitar and did the crime to get it. How's that? We thought of that too, but the only fingerprints on the guitar case were the victims.
Only the victims?
I see. So much for my theory then.
Empty. Hold on. Someone just text me. Empty. There is some water only on top of the lid. Where Colinda's. Oh, okay, just Colinda's fingerprints.
Either.
You did find out and think there's something. Why? Why it has nothing to do with it? What convinced you to have? Convinced you it has nothing to do with the case?
The guitar wasn't at the water Gatewater Hotel that night. Well then, where was it? The bright red guitar was eventually found in the TV studio.
How it got there?
The victim, John Granda, has apparently only taken the case with him, sir. So you mean he forgot to put the guitar inside the case? Yes, sir. Even when he was on stage for the ceremony, he didn't have his guitar.
So that guitar case was empty even before he got to the hotel.
Yeah, that's right. So it really had nothing to do with the case after all.
I believe that is enough. First, the victim was choked to death with his banana. Then, after the victim was dead, the killers deliberately stabbed him with a knife. Which brings me to my next point. Why then, why did the police arrest Matt Ingram? Because there was a reason enough to suspect him. Here it comes. Looks like Edgewood back in full swing.
Well, Detective Kamsu, please testify about this matter. Yes, sir.
Why arrest him?
Matt Ingrams and June Granda were huge rivals with each other. They each thought the other guy was in his way. That's more than enough in my book. As for evidence, there's the jamming ninja button. It was ripped off the ninja's costume, was found in Mr. Ingram's bed. Akama. The defendant's fingerprints were also all over the knife. The defendant brought the knife for the crime, which makes this a premeditated murder. So the defendant's fingerprints were found on the knife used in the stabbing. It was sort of sticky on the handle, so the fingerprints came out pretty clearly, sir.
Bear the victim's blood.
And there's this button. That was found in the defendant's clothes, was it? And is this button also covered in blood? Yes, and we know that the blood on it is the victim's blood, sir.
What? Was ripped from his costume is covered in Coranda's blood.
Oh, at this point really clearly to the defendant, doesn't it?
Yes, it most certainly does, Your Honor. Ready to keep it yet, right? I find a hole in your argument somehow. You can press as hard as you like. Just hurry up with your usual pointless questions. Okay, can you see the evidence again? Oh. Okay, so we got new evidence. So it was stabbed to death at 8:15 p.m. Strangled and then stabbed with a knife. Jamming buttons. Okay, jamming ninja buttons. No sign it being true. Gossip, okay. Scandal, okay. The camera is stolen. Okay, let's do this. Let's press it. But in terms of popularity, Mr. Ingram won, did he not?
Yeah, but you know what's ironic, pal? Joe Granda was always one step behind Mr. Ingram in everything. This year seems like he's finally caught up, ready for the big final showdown.
But Mr. Corona lost the Grand Prix in the end.
That is too bad. He must have really been pretty downhearted after losing.
Each start in this way, that's what they're done in my book. Okay. Wait just 1 second here. Mr. Ingram was beating Mr. Corona in the popularity poll.
Well, yeah, I guess, but...
Which means that in the defendant's eye, the victim was not a rival at all. Which means he has no motive to kill at all.
Yes, I quite agree. Well, detective, it's not, well, I guess you could put it that way. Then yeah, the defendant would have no motive.
Objection!
Here we go. Detective, I'm beginning to see why you were fired.
No, not you too, Mr. Edgewood, sir. That's...
I look forward to your pension negotiations.
No! Now, detective. Let's continue with the testimony. No, not my poor pension too.
Detective, if you value money, I suggest you proceed.
Yes, sir. You can talk about my pension later, sir.
What about what I was saying? Hello, anyone? That's evidence. Do you have any proof that buttons belong to the victims?
Huh? What do you mean, pal?
Oh, let me put it this way. I'm asking you if you have any evidence to back up your claim that this button was ripped off of the Jamming Ninja's costume.
Huh? But can you tell by just looking at it? And the victim's face on it?
Anyone would have smeared that blood on there afterward.
Mr. Edgewood, help me, sir.
Alright, I knew it had to be this place of evidence. Now to reel this one in. Threads. Huh? The button was attached to the costume by thread, obviously. And that thread snapped when the button was torn off. If you match up the end of the thread on the costume with the thread on the button, it's a perfect match.
Yeah, that's it. They're a perfect match, pal.
That's extra for you. Never missed a beat. Hold it. When was this button found? Oh, my throat, my voice about to be gone. Oh god.
Very soon after the body was found, we ran out everyone who knew Mr. Corenda. And then we did a search on them all. That's when we found the button. So it was almost immediately after the murder.
The police didn't have the free time to lollygag and play tricks, unlike some people. Hey, what is he trying to say about me here? Any fingerprints all over the knife. How were the fingerprints arranged on the knife?
What do you mean, pal?
By examining the fingerprints, you can determine how the defendant held the knife. For example, if he hold it normally or overhand.
Oh, is that what you meant? Well, we didn't actually think of that.
I can't believe the babbling of this department. Hopeless. Were you paying attention to the testimony, right? The defendant fingerprints was all over the knife. There is no way to determine how the knife was held at the moment of the murder.
So is the defendant the owner of this knife then?
Brought a knife for the crime, which makes this okay. There is no way this was a premeditated murder, even if he brought a knife.
Sorry, pal. This isn't some pocket knife. This doesn't fold, so it's not great for walking around with either.
Well, this is not good. If the prosecution can prove it was premeditated murder, we're done for. Phoenix. Yes? There's something very interesting about what the detective said just now. Think carefully. Before it's too late, think carefully. A button cover in the victim's blood and a knife with Grant's fingerprints. Be grateful. If the judge heard more rash, he would already pound his rebel in closing. We still in the world of trouble. Well, before any battle, you must find your enemy weakness. So let's find the weakness in this testimony, no matter how small it may be. Okay, Phoenix? Okay, let me see the evidence. So it's empty. There's fingerprints. So we need to prove that it's not premeditated murder, right? What is premeditated murder again? Let me try check the definition again. Premeditate. Plan beforehand, okay. But it's gate water, so he has no. Okay. Hold on. Let me save first. So it's not premeditated murder because he didn't plan this out. I need to be careful, right? Let me try this one then.
Objection!
Okay, there we go. I was right. Wait a second.
What?
So this basic of your argument that this was a premeditated murder is simply that my client brought a knife beforehand.
That's right, pal. The defendant
Did not buy this knife.
Huh?
Take a good look at the handle of this knife and you'll see what I'm talking about.
Huh? It has a gate water seal set into the handle. Gate water. I think I heard that name somewhere before.
That's the name of the hotel, the Gate Water Hotel.
Uh-oh.
The murder knife was actually property of the hotel, which means this murder was not premeditated.
Yes, that is very true. That is very big. Why is it, Mr. Edgeworth?
I'm sorry, but the defense is simply too careless. What? I think whether the crime was premeditated or not has already been determined. How so? I admit this knife is hotel property. There is no one currently on the police force that is dumb enough not to realize this. Oh.
But I didn't. Oh,
The question is, where did this knife come from?
why is that obvious? It's come from the victims, Mr. Colander's room.
Sorry, Your Honor, but that is incorrect. There's no knife there. The victims ate their last meal before he was murdered. If that be the case, I would like to draw the court attention to what is on top of the table. There's a knife there.
There is a knife in the floor on the table. Then, where in the world did this knife come from?
If it please the court, I would like for us to recall the room of the defendant, Mr. Matt Ingram. He has no knife there. Great. Especially what was on top of this table. There is something missing. Perhaps it isn't a single knife. Yeah, see that. We investigate the leftover dishes from the bigger place, and while we're investigating, we came to the conclusion that Mr. Matt Ingram's knife was missing. Mr. Ingram has gone to the victim's room with the knife he had used to eat dinner. Why would he carry a knife on a visit? To kill, of course. With that, I believe the prosecution had proved it. This was a premeditated murder.
Amazing, Mr. Edgeworth. Absolutely brilliant. A brilliantly created deduction.
It seems like Edgeworth has this plan from the very beginning. This must be one of those traps, and I just walked headlong into it.
A murder weapon with the fingerprints and the button from the victim's costume. There is quite a sizable amount of evidence here.
I can safely say that any further deliberation is a waste of your honored time. Although, I wouldn't mind if the defense were to present evidence not yet shown to the court. Evidence not yet shown? He means evidence that the court hasn't seen yet. In other words, new evidence.
What does the defense have to say about this, Mr. Wright?
Well, Phoenix, the judge is favoring the prosecution right now. If we answer with something wrong here, okay? That gravel of peace would be ringing out to the sound of our defeat.
Mr. Wright, do you have something important and necessary to present to the court?
So we need to prove that it's not meditate, right? Not this one. Oh yeah, strangle with a knife. Why would he need a knife then? He doesn't need a knife to stab him again. He can just strangle him. Actually, I do. There's one piece of evidence that catch my attention. Something that this court has yet to see.
Mr. Wright, I will say this one more time. I do not fear this trial needs to continue at all. However, I will give you one chance, and only one.
What's the judge saying, right? Just don't try pulling one of your usual bluffs here. If I mess this up, it's good for all of us.
You may not present one and only evidence of the evidence.
Now then, what is... the evidence, right? Oh god, What's he talking about, a new evidence now? You mean this one, no? No, not this one. Oh, I should not save that over there. God damn it. This. Oh, I was right. Oh, no. Sorry, right? But this time you're bluffing sneer you wrong. God damn it. Ah, yikes. No, not this one. Important evidence. I don't want to show this one yet. It's not the time. This one?
This is a wine glass, is it not?
Please look at the photo of the crime scene one more time. The scene is a mess because of the victim's strangle against his assailant. The vase was broken. His makeup is all over the floor. These were all things that were at one point sitting on top of the dresser.
Well, yes, I see your point.
However, this glass that is sitting on top of the dresser is mysteriously untouched. The only thing that has not falling over along with everything else is this wine glass. This piece of evidence is more than strange enough to warrant further consideration. Well, what do you all have to say?
Ah, well, yes, it is a little particular.
Yes, isn't it? I thought it was.
You can stop looking at me with those puppy dog's eyes of yours now. Mr. Edgeworth,
What is it, Your Honor?
your opinion.
You don't need my opinion. Because there is no special meaning to that glass. What? It's safe to say that the glass was set there after that crime took place. By the person who discovered the body, Andrea Andrew, for example. She would have easily been so shocked that she set the glass down without thinking.
That sounds really possible, Mr. Wright.
Could Miss Andrew really have set the glass down without thinking? No, I don't think so. Like, why would she do that then? Let me check her. She's much more clumsier no way. If I appear weak here, the trial's over. I can look for my proof later. For now, I should trust my instinct and point with certainty. They just might fall for it, if you were thought-provoking enough. Oh, really? The defense would like to challenge the prosecution theory. We would like to see something that proves it was Miss Andrew who set the cup on the table.
You turn the situation on its head yet again, as usual. Miss Edgeworth, do you have any proof to back up your claim?
There's no way he has any, he's just bluffing. Unlike Mr. Wright, I never say anything unless I have evidence to support it. What? You're not thinking high enough today, right? Did you think that this one guy escaped my notice? Then, of course, has been thoroughly inspected for fingerprints. Fingerprints? There were only one set of fingerprints left on this wine glass.
Only one? Well, who were they?
They were not the victims nor the defendant, rather they were not They were of one Andrew. Why would she done that now? What? That is why I say that the person who had discovered the body has left it there. Are we done here, Mr. Wright? I can't believe I fell into another trap. Miss Andrew was probably holding the glass when she went to see Mr. Corenda. But upon seeing his dead body, she was stunned and set the glass down on the dresser.
What you just say makes a lot of sense.
Tick, tick, tick. Now, do you see, right? You can't change any part of my scenario as it explains everything all too well. I thought long and hard this past year about... hold on. I thought long and hard this past year about what it means to be a prosecutor. And from here on out, I will show you the answer I have come to discover.
Wait a second, Mr. Edgeworth. I think the prosecution has provided enough evidence for me to enter my verdict.
Unfortunately, I cannot allow you to pass judgment yet. The prosecution has yet another witness we would like the court to hear from. Another witness? Yes. Bailiff, please bring in the next witness. What in the world is Mr. Edgeworth thinking? Oh, great, her again. Now then, witness, please state your name and occupation. Oh no. Witness, your name, occupation. Eric, gotcha.
Yeah.
I wonder what happened to that calm composure he had earlier. Oh, Eddie boy, it's been what, a year since we last met, hasn't it? You should be more happy to see me.
I saw the report with the testimony. Who knew that under that helmet, it was the wicked witch of the witness stand?
I tell you, this time I know what I'm supposed to do. So today, I'm going to tell you anything and everything. Everything I do got have to do with that terrible crime.
Miss Witness, that terrible crime is all this court needs to know.
I'm talking to my dear Itchy Witchy right now. Talking to ourselves, Scram.
Yes, madam.
No, please. By all means, interrupt her, please. Anyway, witness, your testimony, please. It's true that what you say, that you are hothead nowadays. Not that I mind all, Itchy. Now then, what shall I start with? The witness on the security detail at the hotel on the night of the murder. Is this correct, Miss Obag? It was a great job being able to see my dearly John. It was almost too much for my little heart to handle.
You mean you were a fan of the victim?
Look, everyone is crazy over that Ingram, saying he's killed in the first way or something. But not me. I wouldn't say anything so silly. After all, I have no interest in a little child like him. I'm only interested in the real man, John Corenda. But those two were the same age. Anyway, as I was saying, I was just pacing in front of this room that night. Very well. Please tell the court what you witnessed the night of the murder. Leave it to me, A.G. Pooh. What's your weakness? Okay.
Anyway, after the ceremony, I went to pace around the hallway in front of this room. There was something I was interested in finding out, you know. Well, since I was on the job, I made sure to keep a good eye out the whole time. That's when someone showed up. There was a man coming out of poor John's room. It was Ingram, Mad Ingram. He was trying to sneak his way out of John's room.
So Mr. Ingram found the victim's room.
See, it has to be him. He's the murderer.
I see. Well, Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination.
Great. Just perfect. Let's save one again. Anyway, I went to piece around the hallway from this room. Miss O'Bear, what was your post on that night?
The lobby. I was supposed to have set up the stage for that trifling show. But I refused to help. And you know, it was for that lad-haired samurai show. Huh, I even looked out a few of the nails.
Maybe it was a good thing the show didn't go on.
Besides, that manager with the glasses seemed to be working hard at it without me. So I thought I'd take a break and spread my wings a little.
And that's when you went to hang around the victim's door? Interesting finding out, you know. What do you find out then? Something you were interested in. Just what was that?
It's not some little thing I can't just go around telling everyone, you know. Yeah, it's top secret between me and John. And Edgy Poo, of course.
Mr. Edgeworth, what is this thing she was interested in?
I have no idea. I despise Cospit, Your Honor. Cospit? But could it prove relevance, we can always have it append to her testimony later. It looks like we should enforce it right now.
And did the victim stay in the vicinity of the victim's door the entire time?
Okay. Oh, then would you tell us the number of people who went in and out of Mr. Coranda's room?
I have no idea. I wasn't born so I could count things for those who didn't pay attention in class. That's why, ever since I turned 20, I quit keeping track of how old I really am.
Yes, well, that would explain why your age was not included in the report.
In any case, the witness then saw with someone, correct? Who in the world was that?
I'm not allowed to say. This sort of information has to be carefully guarded from the master's study. That man that came out of John's room, he was.
Yes, he was.
I'm too scared. I can't say his name out loud.
Oh, why I wouldn't give it to have Francesca whipped right about now. Yeah.
Well, I guess I can tell you since he was such a bad boy after anyway.
Okay, only one. You saw my client. Are you sure about that?
Yes, say.
Really?
And knowing Brad, when I said I saw someone, I saw that person.
Why do I get the sense of deja vu? maybe to avoid repeat of last year, I should drip into this a bit further. The man, the person's face, what person carry, clothes. The clothes, okay. Please tell the court about the man's clothes in more detail.
What a troublesome man you are, really. As if something like that matters.
But it does.
Now, what was it? Oh, yes, it was that thing.
What thing?
that grunty thing he was always wearing, that racing jacket.
No.
He was wearing that.
He was wearing that at the detention center too.
That thing meant for nothing but seducing women out there. But Talon's men.
Right.
So, Mr. Wright, was this testimony just now important or relevant to any way?
Yes, it's very important. Of course it was important, Your Honor.
Objection!
Then perhaps you would like to point out what part of that testimony was important. Don't you see it, Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request what the witness say about the jacket be appended to her testimony.
I don't quite see where you're going with this, but alright, witness, please. Oh, well, I don't like to badmouth anyone without reason, if I must.
นักคามา เอาตอนนี้เซฟ Objection. Hold on. Miss O'Back.
What? Don't say my name for no reason.
Did you know what this is?
The button number 2 on the Jammy Ninja's costume.
Now I know she's an obsessed fan. She's identified in a single glance.
Give it here. If you don't give it to me, I punish you with this.
It's evidence. Wow, she really is a die-hard fan to want a button covered in blood. This button was discovered on Mr. Ingrand's body doing a full body search.
See? This button proof beyond a shadow of doubt was that Rastro Ingrand.
It was caught up in the plaid on his Nikko Samurai Hakama pants.
See? And Ingrand is a Nikko Samurai.
Witness. Now, it may just be me and I do have an active imagination. But just now, didn't you say that the defendant, Matt Ingram, was wearing his usual racing jacket?
I'm so sorry. Sorry that you judge people based on what they wear. If I wore that trendy dress, then instead of I have a outrage, you see, this outfit is hideous, right? It got a tape record stuck in my chest. It's heavy, it's so heavy. I wish I could have signed CD. Maybe the life of this kid out there is going to be, understand now. Take a look at the video. You close about the interest and the documentary occurred. You could have from saying to it, he's excited.
Now hold your tongue still there for 1 second. So what you saw in actuality was not Mr. Ingram, the man, but Mr. Ingram, the Nikko Samurai.
But when you think about it, they're really one and the same anyway.
Miss O'Back, this is a very important point we're talking about.
A.G. Pooh, do you think so too?
Well, it might be something worth considering. Just say it's important and agree with me for a change.
Witness, think carefully and try to remember as such as you can before you testify.
Alright, if you insist.
I should be the one sighing, not you. Who I saw.
Ingram. Yes, now I remember. The Nikko Samurai, that's right. It was a Nikko Samurai that I saw.
No, you just changed it. What the fuck?
Yes, it would be convenient for him to wear his costume during the murder.
Convenient, no?
He has to go to that post-ceremony stage show right after the crime, you know. So he must worn that Nikko Samurai costume when he was stabbing poor John.
Then where's the blood now? I knew it. I knew you said he was inside that costume.
What? Do you think there could be someone else inside that costume? Don't be a bad little boy, thinking such rude things.
But the possibility does exist.
Huh, you're angry today. I told you there's no way it was anyone else.
How did you know that? Yeah, how do you know that?
Because I said so. That's what I say is the truth.
At least she's just as delightful a witness as she was a year ago.
Mr. Wright, you may call Simon the witness.
Great. This lady is too much. Yeah. Let's say first. You remember? Would you please get on with your testimony?
What's your language, young man? What sort of chore is that to take with the elder? My youthfulness is what it used to be, so you should forgive me for everything. If you keep on bugging me like that, I start shaking at the top of my lungs.
What?
A tree is tried by the trees, standing here all alone is he, he's the Nico Samurai.
She's actually singing. Someone help my poor ears.
Mr. Edgewood, can you please do something about these rackets?
Witness, I give you a piece of gum later if you'll be good and stick to just the facts.
Okay, you promised, right?
Right? I'll be sending the bill for the chewing gum to you. Why? Remind me to send you a thank you note later to Edgewood. Oh, chum. Be a little more careful with your testimony, please. Not too long ago, you said he was wearing his racing jacket and now he's not.
Not too long ago. Then let me ask you this. When were you, if he pity, went to a grand dream?
What was your angry? Huh?
What did you want to be when you grow up? Whippersnappers?
My dream, eh? Well, I want to be a judge, wanker, hero of the public court, so what?
See? And look at where you are now. You're not such very good, are you? Are you?
Well,
what I said earlier. Who put any weight to a thing like that?
Oh my god.
Then now it's everything. I can't be held responsible for the past.
Since when did the court become directives over testimonies?
All that matters is that man was inside the costume. Isn't that enough?
Judge Wanker, oh my god, really? It have been convenient for him to wear his costume. Okay, why? And why would that be?
That way, no one could see his face, of course.
But there's still no advantage for him that I can't see. In fact, you would think the costume would make him stand out all the more.
You are such an annoying child, you know that? You disagree with everything I say.
No, I'm not disagreeing. I'm just stating facts. Isn't that what you always doing to me?
I got it. Maybe it was more troublesome for him to change in and out of his costume. He had to go,
Do you know why? Was there anyone else scheduled to appear at the post-ceremony show?
Well, all the contestants were supposed to go on stage in a friendly gesture thing.
And that includes the Japanese ninja?
Of course it includes him. That's why when Enka came out of Dear John's room, I didn't give it a second thought.
I see.
Well, anyway.
So let me ask you one last time. That person you saw is really was Nico Samurai?
As true as ever. Haven't I been saying that from the very beginning?
No, you're not. Can I throw in the towel yet? You don't need to think it too hard on this one. Huh? There's a contradiction testimony. It's sitting in plain sight. The question is, what's that contradiction meant for us? Well, I have to figure out what you're talking about first, but okay. Okay, so there's a contradiction right there. It would be convenient for him to wear this costume during morning. I mean, how? Look at this, how? He had to go to the post-ceremony stage show after the crime, you know. Hold on. Hello, Alan. Welcome. Welcome. I've got to increase the sound. Let me ask you. So is he weighing or he's not weighing? I'm not sure about this one. It says on the plain sight. What? Is it convenient?
Objection!
Is it right? Nope, it's not this one. He must wear that samurai costume.
Objection!
Does he have a glove on? He has a glove on, so he should have. Oh my god, really?
Objection!
Yeah, the figure won't be there. And how is it there then? Please take a look at this. Yeah? So it's a knife, big deal. If you are trying to scare me like that, I have you know it won't work. No, that's not my intention at all.
That's the knife that was used in the murder, correct?
Your Honor, did you know why this piece of evidence is important to this case?
You don't even have to ask. If you got the defendant fingerprints are on it.
Is that what you're driving at? Is that what you're driving at? That is exactly what I am driving at.
What are we driving at? And whose car are we driving?
Oh my god. judge. If Mr. Ingram was really in the nickel samurai costume at the time of murder, then it's impossible his fingerprints to have been left on his knife. Actually, he would have been wiped all his previous fingerprint on this knife right off.
Oh, that's right. The Nico Samurai wears gloves, doesn't he?
Objection!
He probably took his glove off before he became a savage. Why? Why would he would put it off? Won't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. Why would he took the glove off when the murder? It doesn't
Objection!
make any sense. And why would he do something like that? To leave his prints on the murder weapon? There is no way he would do something like that. However, there is one possibility. Then let's hear your possibility. It's very simple. The defendant went to the victim's room while in costume as Nico Samurai. At that time, the defendant held no intent to murder. He was probably just going to relax and talk in the victim's body stage show. Which is why he took his glove off.
But the murder still did take place.
It's well known for that there was bad blood between the defendant and the victim.
Yes, I've heard that before. Well, Mr. Wright, what do you have to say about Mr. Ezra's theory?
So let me get this straight. Extra theory goes like this. When the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now, up to this point, are there any problem with this theory? What do you say, man? Hold on. So I say when the defendant went to the victim's room, he had no intention of killing him. Now it's up to this point. I can't see any real problem with this theory. But if you let Ezra this stand, then we one really large step closer to guilty verdict. Look at the quarter cuts again. Take another shot at it. Add it now. Yeah, I just had to think about it one more time.
Mr. Wright, this is true.
Hold on. Went to the victim's room, has no intention to kill him. Mia said to look at evidence to look at. Why? This theory contradicts something in the early testimony. What are you babbling about? Now, for argument's sake, let's suppose Mr. Ingram was the killer. If that's the case, I think it's possible for the killer to have gone to the victims without intention. Without intent.
Take that!
This knife, it was used by Mr. Ingram at dinner.
Yes, we did establish that.
Which means if my client was in fact the killer, then he brought this knife with him when he went to visit Mr. Kuranda. I suppose. However, you just say it yourself. at the time the defendant held no intent to murder. If that were true, then why would he bring a knife? He wouldn't, would he? Which means, Mr. Edward, your theory was flawed from supposition 1. For one more thing. If the murderer was wearing the costume at the time of the murder, then there would be a glove mark left on the knife. Which means the defendant's fingerprints shouldn't be all over like bees on a hive. And that brings me to my final point. This knife was planned by the real killer to hide their identity and mislead us.
Order! Order, I say! Order the court! Was this time really planned by the killer? Why would the murderer do such a thing?
To frame him, of course, is to frame my client.
To frame?
Objection!
Aren't you forcing the implication? That's a little too hard on this one.
Objection!
But we just established that the witness saw the Nico Samurai in costume. If they were true, then there shouldn't be a single fingerprint on this knife.
Witness!
Looks like I made your life a little bit more difficult, huh? Ichipu? Yeah.
Witness, did you or did you not really see the Nico Samurai?
Well, I guess at first I might have forgotten, but... Are you saying you mixed up Mr. Ingram with the Nico Samurai, his character on TV? But I mean, I can't really do anything about that now. Look, I was waiting around in front of their doors because, well, I wasn't waiting around for the Nico Samurai, that's for sure. Huh? She wasn't waiting for the Nico Samurai. Alright then, who are you waiting around for then? There's no secret to anyone outside of security.
I had a feeling that you were waiting for Mr. John Corenda, am I correct, witness?
Ha ha ha. The way you think you are a sad amateur with a terrible case of nearsightedness.
Amateur? Me? What am I amateur of?
Yeah, you kinda amateur, Judge. So Miss O'Bear was waiting around in front of the victim's room. But it doesn't sound like she was waiting to catch a glimpse of Mr. Coranda. Maybe, Phoenix. Maybe the O'Bear was waiting around for that person. That person. That person. Who's that person? Are you talking about Andrea? Or Lada Hat, but she's photographed, so she cannot be there. If it's who I think Mia hinting at, it's certainly possible. Miss O'Beck, you were waiting for this person to come out of the victim's room, weren't you? It's a secret now, okay, so I need to think carefully. It's not he waiting, or it's not he was waiting at the room. So who's he waiting? It's not her, because she was missing at the time, so it's not her. Maybe it's her, I'm not sure. It's top secret too.
Take that!
Her? What are you talking about, Phoenix? Okay, hold on.
Who is this person?
This is Andrea Andrew, Mr. Ingrand's manager.
But why would the defendant manager would be in the victim's room?
It seems that this is the latest rumor in circulation, Your Honor.
Oh, this is. I see.
The judge seemed to be really into the article, if it can be called such a thing.
Latest manager with initial A. Are you saying it's?
Andrea Andrews. Without doubt, the witness thought so as well. Looks like you found me out. Well, that's fine. I can throw away this whole sword to confidentiality stuff then.
Witness? What in the world are you?
Watch out, Phoenix. I got a bad feeling about this. A really bad feeling. I got some information. Some very secret information for a certain source. So that's why I was doing my little investigation. In secret, of course.
But what for?
Oh, just for myself. Personal reason and all that.
Well, Miss Edgeworth, how will you proceed from here?
I really don't want to do this. However, I cannot simply let this point slide.
I see. Very well then. Witness, please testify about this secret information.
Get ready. This is going to take a wind out of your young man. I'm sure we are capable of handling this. Really. It's not like we're 10 years old. Secret information. The anchor is one evil man. He thought he would do a poor job by causing a huge scandal. So to do that, he sent his own manager to get his sources gone. I cannot control such dirty tricks, so I took action. Oh, and this is top secret. You got that? Nobody else but you and me knows. Yeah, okay.
The defendant sent his manager. What a distasteful topic of discord.
What? Nobody above gossip? And this is here saying the truth is never present. Never heard that one before.
Miss Edgeworth, what about this Andrew person?
We have looked into this matter and find that the truth the article proposes is in fact racist gossip.
But should this be true? Then this proof the defendant did bear ill will towards the victims.
So this means I have to smash this rumor once and for all.
Now then, Mr. Wright, you may cross-examine the witness.
Be careful, the old bag seems rather excited right now. That's right, Akra is nothing but your average foul-blooded youth. Well, as the old saying goes, you're gonna burn old bags with fire. Time to fire up the afterburners and hit the highway to the danger zone. Wow, nice line. Let's save first. Hold it! You can't say something like that without proof. That's just slander. But it's true. That woman was getting intimate with poor John. Look, it says so right here, doesn't it? Manager to the star, Miss A.A. But the name of the magazine did come from the East Gossip land. What? Are you saying that gossip is all just a pack of lies? What do you know? A truth makes you swear to me that the news is 100% true. Honestly, you can't discriminate between the news and gossip.
Yes, discrimination is bad, Mr. Wright.
Discrimination? When did I ever do anything like that? Anyway, that will never get me to say. You thought, a scandal? What do you mean by that? You are a different one, aren't you? I can't believe you don't know what a scandal is. I know what scandal is, lady. Jesus Christ. Honestly, what are they thinking this? Teaching kids in middle school these days? No, I wasn't asking what the word scandal means. Even I know that much. Well, that England thought he could own a monopoly on popularity. You don't have any proof that Mr. Grant did any such thing.
You must be suffering from a shock. The shock is the truth.
No, I already know the truth. It's not that.
Now since you're in so much shock, you can't do anything right.
You're right. I can't do anything. But boy, do I wish I could do something about you.
Alright then, Sonny, tell me what you got. Can you show me proof that England did any ill towards John?
Is there any proof? There's no proof. Okay, so no. I don't have anything to offer.
See? Just say I thought. And you won't lecture me about saying things without proof. You'll just give me a free pass to say whatever I want, whenever I want, silly boy.
Me and my big mouth.
That's the way the cookie crumble for you anyway.
Hold it! Took actions. So what do you mean by took action?
Like I said, I already told you, I was waiting in lying way close to the crime scene. Once that slimy woman came out of the room, I was going to capture her and teach her a lesson. Something you run against me. You were going to teach her a good lesson? I was going to make her eat the damaged beans of my ray gun. Like this. No, stop! Well, it's so bad that woman did come through that door that night.
Hold it! Really? Wait.
What? Wait a woman. Tea time in the kitchen is over.
Secret information that no one else knows yet. If that's true, then how do you know this secret information? Yeah, I know.
Eh? Well, that's not because I'm a pro. Yes, that's it. I it's a secret. Even if you're drilled up to my brain, you'll never find out.
How in the world did that old bat get such a secret piece of evidence? Do you have evidence on that? Camera? See, no one else is supposed to know this secret information, correct? If that's true, then why do you know it, Miss Old Bag?
Why you look at me like that? Stop that.
Witness? I hate to say it, but this is how you came to acquire your secret info, isn't it?
Take that!
The investigative photographer, Laura Hart.
Oh yes, I remember that mischievous girl.
She reported that she had lost a certain note she had written to herself.
She reports such a thing?
On top of that piece of paper, she had written down some of her outrageous impressions about the relationship between the victims and Miss Andrews.
What? Outrageous idea, you say?
No, I say impressions.
Then everything written on this piece of paper is completely meaningless.
Ah, that's it. That's the note.
No, you see, this is something completely different. This is my toxic and little grocery to buy. Then you are the one who took Miss Hart's note? I'm a huge fan of June, that's why. That's infamous hippie hair, people snappers. She's working with that evil Grant. She said so herself. In Grant, I'm just psychic. She was so happy smiling like a silly dog. I was only thinking what she had written. Itchy fool, you believe me, don't you? I was always trying to help out like an angel I am. It's only one little piece of paper. I haven't taken anything else before. You really should come and supply with cheese to get your vintage red wine. Well, it's only a piece of paper. I suppose we can overlook this just this once. She looks like she's really sorry. Should I forgive her? I hate her ass though. I on more pressure. If I let it I up her on her now, she get away. I have to find some way to inflict a different blow to the confusion. Witness, you say that the only thing you stole was that note. Is that correct? You should store it. Why don't you listen more carefully, you annoying brat? I said this piece of paper from the terrible lonely trash can, that's all. You're lying, damn it, and I can prove it. Are you putting my credibility under security, okay? Miss O'Back, I don't believe that the note is the only thing you stole that night. You stole the camera.
Take that!
God damn it. Miss O'Back, that note was with the camera inside its case, wasn't it?
A camera?
Yesterday, Lana Hart was raising a huge snag over her camera. She kept saying something like, my sweetie, $60,000 camera display on me.
Why, what? Witness!
What is it, Gramps? If you have that note, then it's only logical that you have the camera too. Grr. Looks like you found me out again, Sonny. Is this the camera you're looking for? Ah, that's... What? Even though I look like this, I'm still a person, you know. I still eat here like you. I pay and borrow things from people. Borrow? Really? No.
I think your definition of bro is a little off.
I saw that movie business card, and then that's when I noticed it say, slimy back celebrities, photographers, extraordinary. Well, when I saw that, I had to know what sort of pictures she had taken. For pictures scared to go, it's something to know these things.
Really? Take these camera photos. Hurry. We must examine them at once. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what do we have?
There is only one photo that seems to be relevant to this case.
Please visit to the court.
What is the... Oh, there you go. Wear gloves. Yeah, everything is... Yeah. Eco Samurai. Oh my god, the lady, why you are idiot. It's an Eco Samurai. See, I told you, that's the guy I saw. That's not...
This fool that witness was not lying earlier about this matter.
Other photo and this protocol.
What does all this mean, Mr. Edgeworth?
This photo was by Sir does not prove that the person is the defendant, however. In his own conclusion, Mr. England clearly states that at the time of murder, he was still in his legal samurai costume.
If that is the case, then this Nico Samurai is
the defendant.
How did it come to this? How did it come to this? I think it's bring us to the end. We have examined every piece of evidence thoroughly. Final comment, Mr. Wright, the court will consider them before we close. Do you agree that this photo is decisive evidence against your client?
Hold on, let me see that again. Is that blood on his hand? Is he left-handed or right-handed? Wait. Oh. Yeah. Hold on. There's some blood on his hand.
Okay. If this photo really is decisive, then we're done for. But if I raise an effective key and blow, then I would put my life in jeopardy. I can't make a mistake here. There is only one road out of this mess. This photo that Lara took, there's something strange with this photo. What is this strange? Empty, there's some water on it. What's so strange about this? I knew it was coming, right? What?
Your thoughts, Mr. Ainsworth?
I think we can all agree there is nothing strange with this photo. There is no way for the defense is to debunk this photo, even with the bunker buster.
Debunk with the Bunker Buster. Is that what you plan to do, Mr. Wright?
Anyway, please look at the photo one more time.
If you really believe you can honestly find something wrong with this photo, then you should only take one chance, correct?
Well, I have to find something wrong with this photo. I can't let this chance go by. Okay, what is wrong? The blood on his hand. Where's the spear? He doesn't have a spear. Where's his spear? Okay, what was missing? Hold on. His right hand. Hold on. Where the heck did she take this photo from anyway? It's all. I want to focus. Why can't she take a good shot, especially when it counts?
Now then, let's hear your objection.
That's not bathroom door, so. What about his photo is strange? I mean, his hands, right?
Take that!
Is this person here, of course?
You mean the Nico Samurai? What is wrong with that?
Oh, at the time of the murder, Mr. Ingram was in his own room. Which means this Nicholas is...
Objection!
If you think that's all it takes, you should reconsider your choice of application. Eh? I think it's about time you retired.
It looks like there was no problem with this photo after all.
The problem was with the brain of that lawyer you honored. Wait, oh god. What's wrong? Hold on. The pants? What is Nakama? Oh, what is it? The ankle, the shoes, what? What's wrong with this photo? The flower? The bear? No, that's not it. Is left hand or what? Oh, his right hand. I not get it. What is Nakama? Nakama pants. No, it's a pants. I don't get it on this one. I don't see it. The name or okay, let me check these things. What the heck are you saying? Give me a moment, guys. Choose the white part found the left. Huh? White part? What do you mean white part? On the front of left foot? Wait, what's that supposed to mean? Hold on, let me check that again. Oh! He doesn't show his feet. Okay, okay, never mind. It's something so detailed like this at the game. It's just too much of my brain. The feet, right?
Take that!
The strange thing is somewhere around here, I think. Somewhere? Around here? I think. Am I seeing something you or not? Oh my god, really?
Take that!
I would like to direct the court attention to this one area right here. Right here.
What are you pointing to? His angle?
If you could see this person angle, that would be one thing. However, you can't.
And what does that mean?
The costume person in this costume could not have been Mr. Ingram.
What is the meaning of this?
Objection!
I wonder if you would care to elaborate with a actual fact, that is. Let's take a look at the Nico Samurai poster. Please pay particular attention to the area around the bottom of the Hakama.
His socks. You can see his socks.
Exactly. However, in this photo, the Nico Samurai is clearly holding his Nakama up just to walk. There is only one explanation for this. The person inside this costume is clearly much shorter than the defendant. Alright, I think I turned things around for myself this time. That's curious. What is? Actually, it's unusually calm today. Uh-oh. That's true. He's just letting the trial itself, as if he's only along for the ride. Along for the ride? What do you mean by that? I can only guess that perhaps he doesn't feel under attack at all. He doesn't feel under attack? Then I haven't damaged his case at all.
Mr. Edward, where does this leave us? If the person in this photo is not Matt Ingrid, everything the prosecution has tried to prove has become meaningless.
I figure it would come to this. What? Right? I have something I want to ask you. I think you have proven that the person inside this costume is not Matt Ingrid. In that case, who is this a photo of? Who is the person wearing it? Don't stress out over this, Phoenix. It's really simple. Okay. All you should be focused on is Edward's attitude. Don't you think? Yeah, why is he so calm? Who is the person? Is this photograph? I mean, there's only one person left now. There is in this picture.
Take that!
Andrew Andrews?
If you want to know who that Nico Samurai is, it is none other than this woman. And why would you say it must be Miss Andrews? What in the world points you to her? For starters, she's short, and she can freely move in and out of Mr. Ingram's room. Finally, she has dinner with Mr. Ingram that night.
And how does that all add up?
It means that it makes it really easy for her to get a certain item. A certain knife with Mr. Ingram's fingerprints all over it.
The knife that was used as a murder weapon.
Why did you just say what it is you want, right? I have to do this now. This is my last chance to turn things around. The defendant moved to indict Miss Andrea Andrews in the murder of June Coranda. It was her who tried to frame him for the crime.
Order! 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 It looks like this trial has hit a most unexpected development. Mr. Edgeworth?
Yes, Your Honor.
This court is issuing a subpoena for Miss Andrea Andrews. A verdict cannot be passed without first hearing her testimony.
Right, this is it. This is kind of bad for us. Huh? What do you mean? If Andrew is summoned to court as a witness, it means that the trial will go on for another day. One more day? Yeah? If I don't get a verdict today, then Maya...
Now then, we shall send Miss Andrew a testimony for tomorrow.
What am I supposed to do? The judge is about to adjourn the court. Me, I can just lace. Okay, I'll choose right.
Now then,
Objection!
Objection. Please, Your Honor, continue the trial. You must pass a verdict today.
I can't do that. We cannot hear Miss Andrews' testimony if we not.
Oh, really? I have trouble wasting such valuable time. Edgeworth? Your Honor, I request that you please continue with today's trial.
But we cannot continue due to this unexpected development.
Unexpected. I think you underestimate me.
Now what do you mean by that?
That Mr. Phoenix Wright will slave his way to subordinate Miss Andrea Andrew as bizarre, happening according to plan. The bit Wright was a bit slow to catch on. What?
What is the meaning of your statement, Mr. Edgeworth?
Miss Andrea Andrew is currently waiting in prosecution line. She's the next witness. Oh, perfect. Everything was planned out in advance by that man. Somehow I knew there was no way Edgeworth would overlook Miss Andrew. Looks like this battle is far from over. Exactly.
Very well. We will call the next witness. However, before we proceed, we shall take 10 minutes recess. Please prepare your witness in that time, Miss Edgeworth. The court will now take a 10-minute recess.
Here. Just one case alone is already bad enough for me. Yeah, I think I'm done. My brain just too much this time. Okay, so we continue this one tomorrow. So I hope you have a good day and have a great night, everyone. I will see you guys next time. So yeah, good night, guys.
Wright.